I'm a lonely man and I need a little company, if you know what I mean.
I've not committed adultery!
Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Amen.
Take my scarf.
How's work, honey?
Make me cookies. Milk?
Now, children, what's 2 plus 2? 4! 4! Good job.
The women's suffrage movement began in 1848 when the first Women's Rights Convention was held in Seneca Falls, New York. 200 women were in attendance. The convention was organized by Lucretia Mott and Elizabeth Stanton. It was held to discuss social, civil, and religious conditions and rights of women. It was to be held for 2 days. The first day was primarily for women, while the second was open to the public. As a result, states awarded women more control over property, made divorce easier, and some gave women the right to sue people.
Hello, ladies. We have been disgraced. We had to sit behind a curtain at an anti-slavery convention in London. We will not stand for this. We must create a declaration of sentiments.
All men and women are created equal. We want educational and professional opportunities, laws giving us control of property, recognition of legal equality, and we want to repeal the laws that grant fathers custody of children in a divorce.
What about our right to vote?
Yes!
No!
Yes!
No.
The abolitionist movement inspired the women's rights movement. William Lloyd Garrison believed that women's rights were an inseparable part of abolitionism. Since they were both the victims of white male power, women found it easy to identify with slaves. In the words of abolitionist Abby Kelly, women have good cause to be grateful to the slave, for in striving to strike his irons off, we found most surely that we were manacled ourselves.
Blacks get rights! Women get rights! If blacks get rights, women get rights! If blacks get rights, women get rights! Yeah!
Hello, my name is Elizabeth Cady Stanton. I was a writer, editor, abolitionist, and leader of the women's rights movement. I married Henry Stanton, and together we attended the World's Anti-Slavery Convention in London. There I met Lucretia Mott. We were not permitted to speak during this meeting. In response, Lucretia Mott and I held the Seneca Falls Convention, where I wrote the Declaration of Sentiments. During the Civil War, I mainly focused on abolishing slavery, and afterwards I promoted women's rights stronger than ever. Susan B. Anthony and I were the leading activists for women's rights in general, especially divorce. We formed the National Women's Suffrage Association, and I became president of the association. Later, we also wrote the history of women's suffrage. I deserve to be recognized as one of the most remarkable individuals in American history.
Hello, my name is Lucretia Mott. I was a leading social reformer of my time and helped to form the Free Religious Association. My fight for women's rights began when I was forced to sit behind a curtain at the World Anti-Slavery Convention in London. There, I met Elizabeth Stanton, and together we organized the Seneca Falls Convention. I worked my whole life advocating the rights of African Americans and women. Up until my final days, I worked to keep the equal rights movements going strong.
Hello, my name is Lucy Stone. I was a women's rights activist and abolitionist. Both of my parents were committed abolitionists as well. I was unafraid to rebel against their wishes and go to college. I attended Mount Holyoke Seminary for 1 term and then enrolled in Oberlin College, where I graduated with honors. I was the first woman from Massachusetts to earn a degree. I went on to organize and be elected president of the New Jersey Women's Rights Association, and I spent my life serving the cause of improving American women's rights.
Hello, my name is Susan B. Anthony. I was a suffragist, abolitionist, author, and speaker. Much of my life was spent on social causes. I supported the anti-slavery movement and was involved with the temperance movement. I was denied the chance to speak at a temperance convention because of my gender, which inspired me to fight for women's rights. I worked closely with Elizabeth Stanton, leading the National American Women's Suffrage Association. I also helped to establish the American Equal Rights Association. Both of these organizations supported equal rights regardless of race or sex. I was known for my speeches around the country and even illegally voted in the presidential election of 1872.
Some of them men think they freak this like we do, but no they don't. Make your check come at their neck, disrespect us, no they won't. Boy, don't even try.